Greetings everyone, Dwyrin here, and today I thought I would do something a little bit special. You may have remembered in the past I put out a video where we purchased a bunch of things with blood shards to see what we were going to get. I crafted a bunch of things kind of showing how you mostly want to get your gear these days. But today there's something special. Today we have an event, the Happy Anniversary Diablo 3 event, where you receive twice as many Rift Keystones, and your chance to find legendary items increased by 100%. Of course, that does mean that if something has a 1% chance to drop, then congratulations, it now has a 2% chance to drop. So what you're thinking, it might not be as great as it first appears. However, it does translate into a noticeable increase in the number of legendaries you get simply because of all of the mobs that you are fighting. Now, this went into effect on, what was it, Friday, I do believe. I am now sitting, I can't show you my calendar, but we are now sitting here on Wednesday. So the question is, between doing, 2, 3, sometimes 4 rifts a day since then, what has that translated into? And I have saved all of the legends that I have obtained since then. And I figured it would be a really great idea to go through and identify them all at once and see if any of these things are in fact an upgrade for my character. Now, this one I want to go ahead and say made me furious. Because as you saw, I have like 2 set pieces, right? That's all I got throughout all this so far. So I don't know, bad luck or maybe slight nerf to the drop given the event, I don't know. Not much luck for me, but it's a barbarian weapon. Do I look like a barbarian to you? No, we are a crusader. So let's start identifying these and find out once and for all if I've actually obtained anything more interesting than what I currently have. Alright, so from our first page we have kept the Bull Cathoselim Vow because we have a barbarian, maybe, and it might be useful, I don't know. Kept the Shard of Hate, despite having a strength roll, because maybe, again, is that something that a barbarian can still use? I don't know. I'll look into that. I think it's been nerfed to the point where no one's using it anymore. I could be wrong about that completely, and if I am, alright, fine. Reroll life per hit or something to socket, and congratulations, barbarian. I don't have any idea. Let's see, Stalingrad's Decimator, or wait, what the heck did I just say? Stalgard's Decimator, rather. Maybe useful. I think very I don't know, what to see. The critical damage is very, very fascinating. So once I put a critical damage gem on there and get a socket, we'll see what the damage turns out to be. Darklight, because I want to look up that, see if I'm right about people actually using a Darklight for some build or another, I don't really remember. The Fulminator, and of course the belts, the ring that we are going to reroll, and that for YOLO. So let's move on to the rest of the stuff. Alright, so they are now all identified. Let's see what we actually have. We have Iron Toe Muds. Okay. Well, they do more damage than what we have. Unfortunately, we have no Blessed Shield. We'd have to roll for it. Is it worth it? Is it worth losing 6% in order to do that? I don't know. I don't know. Let's see what else we have. We've got a Two-Handed Heart Slaughter. Okay, that's a straightforward name. Critical damage is increased by 35%. The strength roll sucks. The life can be re-rolled to a socket. But let's check the damage roll. This versus the other thing that we had. Let's see. The Vile Ward is obviously not replacing that anytime soon. The Aqua, yeah, neither are you. Sorry, thanks for playing. The Crudest Boots aren't that bad, except again, Blessed Shield we're missing, and to get otherwise would drop us 4% toughness. No, I think the other one's better so far. Tasker and Theo. What do we have here? Well, I don't think you're going to be replaced in the Gauntlets of Akan. And before anyone says, hey, you can't complain, you got the Gauntlets of Akan this week. No, I got that on my wizard like 2 or 3 weeks ago. That's kind of why I was been playing on the Crusader, because I had that available. Either way, you're totally not replacing it. Hey, increase the attack speed of your pets by 50%. This is like... maybe you should hold on to this for a witch doctor? What do you... is that what you do with this? Witch doctor pet build? Reroll strength to intelligence? Holy skills deal 16% more damage. We're all about the holy skills. Attack speed, resource cost reduction. On the other hand, we're not all about. Losing 10% critical chance is not what we're all about, and we're not all about losing our ricochets, so get wrecked. What are you? Reduce the cooldown of Heaven's Fury by 49%. Heaven Fury build. May just like that. Guess we will keep. This one, so painful. Holy skills 20%. Oh, that's so good. That's so friggin' good. But do we really want to take 10% more fire damage? I think we're probably gonna do it. Beggars can't be choosers, because despite all these legends, most of them suck. No. Homing pads, we're not replacing the Yaw Guild, so let's just say no. Well, they're really close to being pretty good, though. More toughness, but whatever, no. The Hammerjammers. Can you replace the Crimson's Thrust? No, you can't. Sorry. More Iron Toes. This one's not too bad. But no. Slave Bonds. Lightning Skills. Hey, you were close. Critical chance by 5. Actually, you're pretty good for a lightning build. If you could even reroll Lightning Monk, maybe? Reroll Strength Dex, and you have 5% crit chance. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Guess I'll probably hang on to them. Tyrael's Might, if that's what he's wearing. I hope he never gets into any battles. Could reroll movement speed, but overall, still no. Oh look, another Mortal Drama. And hey look, another crap rolls we're not going to use. Then again, cooldown's pretty good. No main stat though, so it's just not going to be used. Broken Crown, no main stat. Crit attack speed. Could reroll for the life per hit to it, I guess. Oh, thank you for Demon Hunters. No, I'm not a Demon Hunter. Blade of Prophecy, I was wondering what that thing was. All condemned enemies also trigger condemned explosion. Well, that sounds kind of cool, doesn't it? And it's got a fairly reasonable roll. 1700? More strength? Oh my god, did we just actually find a weapon that's better? We need to reroll vitality to a... Then again, we don't use condemn. But it looks cool, and technically it's more damage, so I'll roll with it, I guess. Maybe I'll start using condemn. I gotta, like... I think we have to, like, use an excuse to use condemn now, if we could use that. Deathwatch Mantle! No. No main stat, no anything. Main stat, no double crits. Resistance. Bulkathos. Not bad. Crit damage increases. Not the most horrible, we have a better one. Cooldown reduction. Nice, but no main stat, no anything else. Harrington's Waist Guard. Okay, that's fascinating. Decent strength. I think we're gonna keep the Harrington? Because opening a chest does grant 107% damage. That's amazing, depending on how many, you know, how many there are. I thought it would have more toughness. I thought armor actually counted for more. We may have to reroll armor to res all? Or life to res all? I'll have to look that up before I do it, but we're holding on to the Harringtons, I think. String of Ears, or wait a minute, what am I thinking? I could also reroll strength to int and give it to my my mage. Or anything really. String of ears. Sorry, we have so much more better stuff right now. Traveler's Pledge. I didn't think you were going to be useful, but you never know, so you have to find out. 18% life does not trump the VIT, unfortunately, and we still have to re-roll for crit damage, which we're not going to do. Sublime Conviction. I am convinced we're not going to use you. That helps at all. Gladiator Gauntlets. Don't really need the extra gold, but maybe for farming purposes. Perfect 10% crit chance on him. Congrats on that one, bro. The Orc's Crown. What do we got here? Crit damage by 6% is not bad for a crown, but I don't want to lose my All Guilds. So... no. Low strength. No vitality. No resistance. No armor. Just for the crit? Nah. I knew we had an SOJ. Unfortunately, it is a fire SOJ. And not the SOJ that I would want. Because, I mean, here's the problem with the SOJ. One, it's got no crit, which sucks. Two, the strength is pretty good. We want to re-roll regenerates life to something different, maybe crit chance or crit damage. If we want to use it on this, or give it to someone else, maybe, I don't know. Hang on to it, I guess. Gundo no-go, and that's all there is for that. Alright, so in the end, I am absolutely keeping Tasker and Theo to see if I can do something with that, with Witch Doctor eventually, because that seems like a really, really good bonus. I'm very hesitant to ever get rid of gear with like ability-specific or class-specific bonuses on them. The Slave Bond seems like it's going to be really, really great for lightning build, for, you know, anything really. Or more specifically, re-rolling movement speed for, I don't know, something else. Or re-rolling strength for Dex and giving it to a lightning monk. This is a good idea. Blade of Prophecy, we're going to keep in our inventory, because I want to make certain that we do not get rid of that, as that seems like it's going to be an actual upgrade, and it looks really, really cool. Harrington's, and the SOJ obviously keeping for reasons as well. Oh, and the Traveler's Pledge. I don't know what I was thinking when I originally said that, but we're going to reroll regenerates life per second to crit damage, and we're going to see about keeping it. We'll lose 0.1% toughness, but, you know, whatever. Our damage is going to be a lot better. So that's that. So far from this, we've gotten 41 Forgotten Souls. That's where we are for the moment. Let's go ahead and knock the rest of these out. I think that wraps up all of the legends after that. So let's see what these are. Alright, all nicely identified. We now have the Butcher's Carver. Two-handed weapon, Scotch strength. The Butcher still inhabits its... I don't know what that even means. What does that do exactly? Level reduction's good if you were leveling up. The damage rolls aren't that bad. I could easily do life per hit to something else. We'll have to see about that. I have to look this up and see what the Butcher still inhabits his Carver actually means. I mean, what is that? What does it actually do? I have no idea. Homing pads, not terrible. I think homing pads are like really, really good if you're on hardcore, because they're a good emergency get me the frack out of here measure, but we're not on hardcore, we're soft Care Bears. And yeah. Sunkeeper, dexterity, why thank you very much for the dex, I appreciate it immensely. Again, maybe it's trying to tell me to get myself a monk? I guess? Maybe implying. The Burning Axe of some skank is, let's see, fire damage, attack speed, and garbage. Thank you. Another Butcher's Carver. Well, those are rolling pretty well, actually. Considering what they could go for. And again, I have no idea what that is. No idea what it is. Oh, and another skanky weapon. Great. Fire damage deals 16% more damage. That's actually pretty reasonable. If it had a socket, then I could be like, alright, I'm gonna re-roll this to intelligence maybe and give it to a fire mage. So there you go. That's our legends all nicely wrapped up. I have some contemplating to do, some researching to do to figure out what exactly is what. Alright, so with a little bit of extra research, I have now realized that Blade of Prophecy is actually still pretty good. It doesn't do to all condemned enemies, as the tooltip says. That's been a known bug since the release of ROS, and they're just too lazy to fix it. It only hits 2 extra. However, rumor has it on the forums that that is still more than enough, and there are builds around Blade of Prophecy. So I think I will go ahead and give that a shot, especially since Blade of Prophecy happily rolled with nice cooldown reduction of 8%, not max, but you know, it's not too bad either, and we have some other cooldown reduction items as well. Damage overall, not the greatest in the world, but it's not the worst either. So I will go ahead and use a Blade of Prophecy. I got an empty socket on there. As for the other two, the Butcher still inhabits as a Carver is apparently just an audio thing. It's a sound file, and that's it. I don't know what the audio is. I don't care. We're breaking it down. And the Decimator apparently only works with Crusaders when you're done all out of Wrath and you're just pretty much auto-attacking with nothing. So rumor has it that sucks too, so we'll be breaking down both of those. I guess they are just not very good unless your stats on them are really, really wonderful, and they're not in light of what we are already using. So we will be using that nicely, and yeah, that's good. We've got an entirely new build that we can use out of our farming, so it's good. That's good. I'm glad we actually got something that's noticeable and tangible, and we can, you know, respec and go have fun and experiment with that kind of stuff. So that was reasonable. That was reasonable from this particular week. But that wraps up my video. Hope you've enjoyed looking at essentially what almost a week of farming gets you under this particular little buff. I point out, I think, did I point out? I hope I pointed out that almost all of this was farmed up under Torment 2 or Torment 3, so not very high levels of Torment, because that would obviously defeat the purpose, because usually when you are farming for gear, you're farming for gear because you are looking to do higher Torment levels, so you're probably hitting the lower ones, as I did, and this is about what was expected for me, doing Torment levels this low. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you join me next time, and I'll see you all lovely people later.